last night we saw that Alex and Nikita starting to mend fences a little bit going forward. Are they going to be able to work together a little?
That's probably going to be the one storyline that you're not going to see happen quickly, which is shocking. But, it's sort of one of those things where, Nikita sort of understood that she couldn't protect her anymore. And so, she had to let her go. And in going, I think Alex is going to learn a lot of lessons this season and realize that her goals aren't as easy as she thought. I think there's going to be moments where she looks back and thinks, God, I wish I was still working with Nikita. I wish this was a team effort, because now I have my own revenge tale, and it's not as easy being alone. But their paths are going to cross. It's just that I think Alex's journey is going to take her somewhere else, and I think Nikita's sort of worry for her is going to bring them sort of in proxy, but I don't know yet that you're going to see them as a team.
Now we've got Nikita and Michael are a couple. They're a happy couple, but any bumps in the road coming up?
Yeah, for now. It's like I was saying on stage. That this problem that is going to happen for them is such an adult problem that there's no way to sort of get away from it. There's no way to, nobody really wins in the end, and it's one of those problems that doesn't go away. So it's either you live with it or you grow from it, but you got to make decisions. It's one of those problems where you got to make a decision. And I think for Nikita, being a very decisive person, I think for her, what's coming up is you can only placate for so long. You can only be understanding for so long. And then once I think Nikita sees that there isn't a definitive sort of decision being made, that is going to cause problems for them.
And what can you tease about this possibly Nikita's father, this person we're going to meet in this episode?
He is this mystery man, and the box, there's a file in the box that Burkhoff uncovers that he didn't know was there before. And this file is basically Percy's top threats. It's sort of, he says to her in the scene, he says, Nikita, we found this, I found something. And she's like, yeah, what is it? He's like, it's Percy's enemies list, and you're on it. And she sort of smiles, and she's really pleased with herself that she's, like enemy number one. And then on that list, once he clicks on her, there's some information on there about her, and that's when the scene turns very quickly, because it becomes sort of very serious, and she is shocked that actually there's something that she wanted to know so much on there, and there it is right in front of her.
Right now, these three people are, both roommates and sort of teammates. But when you go into that flashback, and like you mentioned, it's Nikita's early days there. Is Burkhoff there yet? And what's the dynamic like with everyone?
We're just going to see in the early flashback. We're going to see just Michael and Nikita, some brief stuff, and always with Nikita's past, we've been very careful about doing it incrementally, because, in the first season, you found out everything about Alex's past, you found out everything about what Michael went through, but we know nothing about why she is who she is or where she's come from or any of that. So I think we're going to draw that out in season 2. Yeah.
And then lastly, we know Owen's coming back pretty soon. Can you talk about what that's going to be like now that he's keeping this big secret from Nikita?
I think that's one of the things that we're playing with, for episode 10. It's just sort of like, does she find out about it right away, or is she onto him? Does she know when she gets there? And when she gets there, if she does know, is she pissed? And sort of what happens when, all of that kind of comes together for her and Owen, because it has to, she has to sort of be like, I don't think you understand who you've gotten involved with exactly. And it's like, it's interesting because what Owen's doing is kind of what Alex is doing. It's sort of like, I'm going to use these people to get what I want. And what they don't understand is those people don't get used. That's not who they are. It's not why they are where they are, because they're people that are usable. So it's a silly mistake on their part, and something very hopeful, but it never pans out good. You don't go to toe to toe with Ari, or you don't go to toe to toe with Amanda. You just don't.